This class is for people who are trying to open up their hips. It is a beginner's flow. We'll get started with a meditative slow movements, opening up in the side body, reaching the left arm up and over ear. Bring the right hand to the mat. Left hand comes down. Reach the right arm up and over to the left side, breathing into the left side body. Let's do that motion again, reaching the right arm up and over. Exhale to bring it down. Inhale, left hand goes up and over ear. Really focus your energy to that left side body. Bring both hands down to the mat. Palms are facing up. Roll the shoulder blades back just one time. Take a breath here. Now, we'll go ahead and set up for tabletop position. Rock over to the hands, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. And then the hips should be aligned, stacked over the knees, with the knees being hip distance apart. Setting up for cow, roll the shoulder blades back, lift the heart, lift the chin, look up. As you exhale, round out in the spine, tuck the tailbone, drop the head, tuck the chin. Inhale, look up, shine your heart. Really press firmly off of the mat. Exhale, round out, fold. Warming up the spine here. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, rounding out in the spine. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Nice slow movements. Exhale, rounding out in the spine, pressing off the mat until the shoulder blades disappear. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, look up. Exhale, round out. Keep going with that motion at your own breath, at your own place. Remember that with yoga, as we ascend through poses, we are inhaling, and as we descend through poses, we are exhaling. And then we'll find a neutral tabletop here. Inhale, right leg, kick it back. Flex the foot as if you're standing on that back wall. We don't want the leg to be too high or too low. Inhale, left arm comes out in front of us. Try to get the arm in line with the ear. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach it back, kick it forward. And fold. Follow your breath here. So I'm moving a little fast, but your movements may be slower. That's fine. On the fifth one, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly lower it on down. On the inhale, kick the left foot back. Don't forget to flex that foot as if you're standing on the wall. Once you find your stability, go ahead and inhale the right arm out in front of you. Again, try to get that arm in line with the ear. As you exhale, fold. Knee to elbow. Keep your foundation nice and strong in the palm of the hand and the knee. And we're doing this for 5 reps here. On the fifth one, hold it. Widen in the knees, mat distance apart. Rock the sit bones back to the heels of the feet. Extend the arms in front of you with the hands being shoulder distance apart for child's pose here. Rest into child's pose. Always know that this position is always available to you. If through our practice it ever gets too intense, you can always drop to catch your breath. Come up to the balls of the feet. Rock the hips up and back for down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, start to stack the hips over to the right side of the room. Keep the knee nice and high. Focus your energy into the hips here. As you exhale, bring that foot through to meet the hands. Inhale yourself on up for warrior 1. Keep a bend in that. Squaring off in the hips. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Gaze over the right fingertips for warrior 1. Reach the arm back, up and over to reverse the warrior. Bring the elbow down to the knee. Reach the left arm up and overhead for side angle pose here. Breathing into the left side body. Right foot back to meet the left. Go through your chaturanga, lowering halfway. Hug the elbows into the rib cage. Lift the heart, look up. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, build a bend in that knee. Start to stack the hips over to the left side of the room here. Opening up in the hips. Straighten that leg. Go ahead, bring the foot through to meet the hands. Spin the right foot on down. Reach those arms out and up for warrior one. Relax in the shoulders. Take a breath. Left arm goes forward, right goes back. For warrior two, gaze over those fingertips. Relax in the shoulders. Reach the left arm up and overhead to reverse the warrior. Bring that left elbow down to the knee. Reaching the right arm up and overhead for side angle pose. Exhale, bring the right arm down. Go through your chaturanga flow, hugging the elbows into the ribs. Press yourself up for up dog. Exhale for down dog. Breathe here. Gaze is at the navel center. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring the foot through to meet the hands. Spin the left foot on down. This time, walk the hands over to the left until you get into a wide-legged stance. Inhale, look up out into the distance. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Hands are on the mat here. Head is heavy, neck is heavy. Let the shoulders fall up and over. Inhale, lift the chest, look out into the distance. Exhale, fold. Hands on the hips. Use your core to go ahead and inhale yourself up to standing. Sweep the arms out and up overhead, bring them to prayer. Exhale them down to the heart and bend into the right knee. Inhale yourself up. Exhale as you bend into the left knee. Inhale up. Exhale, bend into the right. Follow your breath here. Exhale, bend into the left. Nice slow movements. Exhale, bend into the right. Try to keep the shoulders stacked over the waist as you move. Stay nice and long in the spine, so don't hunch over trying to get deeper. Just stay nice and tall. But stay active in these transitions. So with each exhale, see if you can bend a little bit deeper, opening more into the hips. Find stillness. Pivot the right foot towards the front of the room. Bring the arms out to a T-shaped position. Let the right arm drop towards the foot. It can land on the shin. Gaze up at the left hand as it is up and over ear for triangle pose. Bring the hands to the hips to bring yourself back up to standing. Straightening the arms again, this time pivoting the left foot towards the back of the room. Bring the left fingers down to the leg or the foot. Right hand comes up and over ear to gaze at the thumb for triangle pose. On this side here now. Taking a breath here. Bring the hand to the hip. And use the core to inhale yourself up to standing. Get a nice deep bend in the knees to squat and step the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to meet the feet to step or hop back to go through your chaturanga flow here. Exhale for down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up. As you exhale, bring the right ankle just behind the left wrist for pigeon. Straighten out in the left leg. Left back foot is flat. Inhale to puff out in your pigeon, broadening the chest. And as you exhale, you can bring the forearms down to the mat. Or if you like, you can bring the hands out in front of you, folding all the way down over the leg. As you inhale and exhale, find stillness here. Use the hands to go ahead and walk yourself back on up. Come up to the ball of the left foot to press yourself up into down dog. Inhale, left leg goes up. Bring the ankle behind the right wrist for pigeon on this side. Straightening that right leg. Puff out in the chest, broaden in the shoulders. Look up. And as you exhale, slowly start to lower. Again, you could bring the forearms down to the mat, or if you like, you can extend the arms out in front of you to really bend deeper. But do what feels best to your body. With each exhale, see if you can release more tension and relax in the pose. Take a few breaths here. Try to breathe calmly through it. Use the hands to go ahead and walk yourself back up. Come up to the ball of the right foot to press yourself on up. Bring this left foot up in the air for three-legged dog. Exhale it on down. Put a nice deep bend in the knees. Step or hop the feet towards the outside of the hands for goddess pose in a low squat here. Take a few breaths, breathe through it. I know this can be very intense on the inner thighs. Again, stay active in the pose. So with each exhale, see if you can use the elbows to press the knees further back. You can rock from side to side. Find stillness, and then go ahead and extend the left leg out to the side of you. Focusing on opening in the left hip flexor and in the right hip flexor. And then rock yourself over to the left side here, extended in the right leg. Rock yourself back to middle. As you inhale, come back up to center, and as you exhale, bend into the knee. Try to stay low with the movement. Try to follow your breath with the movement. Find stillness. Once again, we're back in goddess pose. Knees over the ankles. Press yourself all the way up into standing. Step towards the front of the mat. Inhale, nice big circle, arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands back for back bend. Exhale, the hands all the way down to the feet. Hang over the legs like a rag doll. Hands are heavy. Head is heavy. As you inhale, start to rock over to the right side of the body. And then rock over to the left side of the body. On the next inhale, come back to center. Slowly start to stack one vertebrae at a time. Everything is heavy until you get to the top. Roll the shoulder blades up and down the spine just once. Palms facing up for mountain pose. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the toes. And then step or hop back for plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Put a bend in the right knee so that the hands can grab the foot behind you. Inhale, press into the hands. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, slowly lower on down. Put a bend in the left knee so that the hands can grab the foot behind you here. Really press, kick into the hands to lift yourself up. This is really good for opening up the front of the hips here. Exhale, slowly lower on down. This time, bend both knees back behind you. Grab the feet. Press both legs up and off of the mat. Shoulders are lifted, chest is lifted. Exhale, slowly lower on down. Come up to the balls of the feet. Press yourself up and back for down dog. Take a breath. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, bring the foot all the way through to meet the hands. Left knee comes down on the mat. Start to interlace the hands at the knee. Knee is stacked over the ankle. So we're focusing on opening the left hip flexor. If you need to walk the toes a little bit forward so that you can really bend into it, go ahead and do that. Extend the right leg, flex the foot, fold over the thigh to open up the hamstrings. Go ahead, bring that right foot back to meet the left for down dog, and we're doing the other side. Inhale, left leg up, come up to the right knee, walk the hands up the leg, interlacing at the knee. Focusing on opening the right hip flexor. Breathe through it. Make sure the knee is stacked over the ankle. Go ahead, extend in the leg. Flex the foot, fold over the left thigh this time, opening up the hamstrings. Bring that left foot back to meet the right. Going through your chaturanga flow. Really press those arms up and through. And exhale for down dog. Take just a few breaths here. And your dog should be able to rock the rib cage back a little bit further now. Come down to the knees, mat distance apart. Let the sit bones come down to the heels of the feet for child's pose. On the next inhale, start to walk the hands over to the left side of the room. Keep the hips square, so you're bringing the entire torso and the head over to the left side. Focusing on opening the right side body. Inhale yourself over to the right side of the room this time. Remember to keep the hips square. Now we're focusing on our energy on opening the left side body. Inhale yourself back to neutral. Use the hands to walk yourself up in your child's pose. And then make your way to a seated position. Arms are out in front of you parallel. Slowly start to lower down to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Setting up for our final resting pose, Savasana. Let everything begin to get heavy. Feel the energy that you've worked up during this brief practice to open up in the hips. Let your body go. Let your feet start to get heavy. Your legs start to get heavy. The navel is caving in. The chest is sinking into the mat. The head is heavy. The eyes are sinking in. Do one quick last body scan to make sure we're not holding any unnecessary tension, like in our forehead or in our eyebrows, in our mouth. Just let it all go. And you can stay here in Savasana for however long you like. I usually like to stay in Savasana for 3 to 5 minutes if you do have the time, or if you just have 1 minute. Any time is good. Start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, deepen the breath. Reach the arms up and overhead for one last full body stretch. And as you exhale, hug the knees into the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs. You can drop the knees to one side to press yourself up to a seated position, or you can just rock yourself up to seated. Bring the palms to center. Thank you for joining me for practice. Namaste.